Hello everyone, we're back with part 2 of our test, of our MPG test with the Chevy Cruze diesel. I have a 2014 Chevy Cruze diesel. We are traveling from Simpsonville, South Carolina to Beekman, New York. And I got started late because of all the traffic. I didn't feel like videoing and dealing with the traffic at the same time. But we left at 7:30 a.m. It was about 48 degrees in Simpsonville, South Carolina. We're now in North Carolina, 62 degrees at 10:24. We started with a full tank. We're 182.9 miles into the trip. We're just above the 3/4 tank line. Now the total amount for the trip should be, I'm going to say about 820 miles. It's about just under a 12-hour trip with no breaks. That's obviously not going to happen, as with this, as with anything, who will last longer, the car or me? And so far, the car has beat me every time. I usually have to go to the bathroom before the car. The car needs more diesel. So we're in North Carolina now. We're approaching the 200-mile mark, and we'll get back to you at 200 miles. Alright, we're back pretty quickly. It is 10:31 at 64 degrees. We're about to cross our third state in a 7-state journey. It started in South Carolina. We crossed the border into North Carolina at the 66-mile mark, and we're about to cross into Virginia right in about, looks like less than a mile according to my GPS. If you see the dotted line marker there, that's the Virginia line. We'll be traveling to South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia, West Virginia, Maryland, Pennsylvania, and finally New York. So this will be a 7-state journey again. We're just coming back a totally different way from our trip to Myrtle Beach from New York. If you want to know if my car's updated maintenance, it is, but it is due. As we officially now cross into Virginia. You can see the sign. So, yep, it'll be due for maintenance when it gets back. And if you want to know, I am riding on better tires this year. I got brand new Pirelli tires, and they are not the Goodyear low resistance tires I wanted. The Goodyear low resistance was supposed to give you improve your fuel economy about up to 5%, but they didn't have those in stock, so I just went for what they had. These are Pirelli. So unlike last year where we saw a decrease in mileage because of my bold tires, we're already doing better this year than we were last year. As you can see, we're averaging 46.1 miles to the gallon. Going to average like 65 miles an hour. The 2014 Chevy Cruze, according to EPA standards, rates 27 miles to the gallon city, 35 mix, and 46 highway. And Chevy claims you can get 719 miles to a tank of diesel. My record is 745, which is going to be very difficult to break, but we'll try our best, and we'll get back to you later. I'm going to update you every 100 miles or when we cross the border. And being that we're at the 200-mile mark, consider that to be the 200-mile update also. We'll talk to you later. All right, everyone, we're back. We are at the 310 mark for the trip. I'm 10 miles late. Sorry, I was on a phone talking to a friend of mine. We are in Virginia now, as you know, and if I didn't tell you on last segment, the two biggest states going down was North Carolina and Virginia. The two biggest states going back are going to be Virginia and Pennsylvania. You can see it's 65 degrees at 12:10 p.m. We are scheduled to arrive back home at 7:17 p.m. I haven't stopped yet. We're just below the 3/4 tank line. We're looking good. We're averaging 47.2 miles to the gallon, going on an average of 67.6. So we're doing better than the highway mileage Chevy set for this car. So the next update will be at the 400-mile mark or when we cross into West Virginia. Hello everyone, we're back. It is 66 degrees at 1:22 p.m. We are about to enter the 400-mile mark of the trip. As you can see, we're at just about half a tank. So at this rate, we'll hit 800 miles. Now, do I see us hitting that as we go into rush hour more and more towards the northeast? No, but it is looking good for the Chevy Cruze. And right now, I feel good. We haven't stopped once yet. So my next report will be either my first pit stop, the 500 mile mark, or when we cross the West Virginia border. Alright everyone, we're back. We're at the 467 mile mark. We're about to cross the border into West Virginia. We're halfway through the trip of this 820 mile journey, if I measured it right. And there it is right there. Welcome to West Virginia. It's 217, 73 degrees. It's a beautiful day to drive. I've been driving almost 7 hours straight. So far, I'm keeping up with my car. How long that lasts, I don't know. I made one mistake though. No food, no drink, so I may have to stop at least one additional time in this trip other than for diesel. So keep you updated, everyone. We're just below the half a tank mark, one notch below, and we'll see you later. Hello everyone, we are back. We are about to cross the border from West Virginia into Maryland. And if you're thinking, well, that's hours fast, you're right, it is. This is West Virginia is the second shortest state we'll be going through today. And Maryland will be the smallest state we'll be going through today. We are 492 miles into the trip. And you see we're averaging 47.1 miles per gallon. That's 1 mile per gallon better than Chevy says. Averaging just under 70 miles per hour. It is 72 degrees at 2:38. It's a beautiful day to drive. I'm enjoying this ride home right now. It's sunny, it's beautiful, it feels like spring. And so far, not one stop yet since we left Simpsonville, South Carolina. So you see there the dotted line on the GPS. You can see it, I'm not so sure. Maryland should take about not even 10 minutes to get through. We are in the Panhandle part of Maryland, on the western part of the state, obviously, and we are now officially in Maryland. So as you can see there, welcome to Maryland sign right there. Not made one pit stop yet, and we'll talk to you later. Alright folks, we're back already. It is 71 degrees at 2:44 p.m. We've just hit the 500 mile mark for the trip. We're still averaging just over 47 miles a gallon. We're 2 notches above the quarter tank mark. So we're doing pretty good. That's it for now, everyone. We're going to be back literally in about 5 minutes when we cross from the Maryland state line into the Pennsylvania state line. Alright folks, we're back. It's only 2:49, 70 degrees, and we are crossing into Pennsylvania, state number 6 on our 800 mile journey plus. As you see, we're only at 505 miles since the last update because of it. So my next update is going to either be at mile 600 or a pit stop. We'll talk to you later. Hey everyone, we're back. It's 4:07, 62 degrees. We're in Pennsylvania still. We're still on track to arrive at 7:08. We have not stopped once. We're going on almost 9 hours of driving. I'm holding up. We just got 1 notch below the quarter tank level. And we're about to approach the 600 mile mark for the trip. As you can see, we're averaging just 70 miles an hour and averaging about 47.4 miles per gallon. So we're doing good. We're doing our track. Remember, Chevy says 719 miles per tank of diesel in a Chevy Cruze, assuming if you're getting 46 miles to the gallon. So, next stop will be either a break for me or at the 700 mile mark. Hey everyone, we're back. It is 5:38. It is 41 degrees. It is nightfall, as you can see. We just went past the 700 mile mark. We're at 707. As you can see, the low level fuel light came on at the 685 mark. We're still averaging 47 miles to the gallon, traveling around 70 miles per hour on the average. Now, according to my trip computer, I got about 50 miles left in the tank. Now, if that's the case, I will break my record of 745 miles, and will definitely break the 719 that Chevy says you could do on a tank of diesel. So, we have done very well. And by the way, I'm over 10 hours driving, not a single break, and it looks like for the first time ever, I'm gonna beat my car. Next stop, we'll pull into the gas station for the final mileage, and that's it. Hello everyone, we are back. It is 6:09 p.m. It is 47 degrees. I have broken my record. Record was 745 miles. I'm gonna break that record by the time I go to the next exit. And by the way, we're about to cross the New York State border. So after about 10 hours and 45 minutes of driving, I finally beat my car. See if we can get off the next exit, which will be Port Jervis, New York. You see, we're about to cross the bridge into New York, the dotted line right there. It's official. 746 miles. I never thought I'd break that record. And there should be the sign. Should be coming up soon. It says, "Welcome to New York." Well, we're in New York anyway, so I made it through all 7 states on 1 tank of diesel. I got about 13 miles left till empty. I'm not gonna push it. I am happy with the results. We're gonna pull over, fill up, and we'll get our final tallies. All right, everyone, we are back. We filled up. It is a 15.9 gallon tank in this car. We filled up at 15.2. And that's a record right there, 748.8 miles, breaking the record by 3.8 miles. And it said that we got 47 miles to the gallon, going around average 70 miles an hour, almost 69.9. So we'll do one final calculation. Let's see. Alexa, 748.8 divided by 15.2. All right, try this again. Alexa, what is 748.8 divided by 15.2? All right, I hope I had the Bluetooth on. 632. All right, let's try this again. Alexa, what is 748.8 divided by 15.2?
748.8 divided by 15.2 is 49.2632.
All right, so Alexa's saying 49.62. That's at 47. Either way, I'm happy. That's a record. I made it through 6 whole states and got to the state on 1 tank of diesel. So if you're considering the Chevy Cruze and you do a lot of highway driving, well, here's proof that Chevy built what they said they did. So, all right, folks, this concludes this test. We'll see you next year when we do this all over again.